Hello, my name is Peter MacKay and I'm running for President of the Alberta Teachers Association. I'm running because I believe that the pace of change that we've endured in our classrooms and our schools has been much, much faster than what we've seen in response from our association. Things have gotten worse for Alberta teachers and students, especially since the pandemic, and our old familiar tactics and methods of advocacy don't seem to be working as well anymore. To be clear, I'm not advocating for a wholesale change in our approach. Good work has been done and continues to be done. But over these last several years, we've seen government make fundamental alterations to our pensions without consulting us. They've cynically stripped the association of our disciplinary functions, and they've proceeded with a flawed curriculum implementation process and testing regime over our clear objections. Most importantly, this government has eroded financial support for education to the point that Alberta offers the lowest per student education funding in Canada. They've done all this while increasing funding for private education, even as conditions continue to deteriorate in our public and separate schools. We've all seen the effect that this deterioration has had on our students, our colleagues, our families, and ourselves. Our substitute teacher colleagues cannot earn a living income, leaving many forced to find other employment, which has left many of our classrooms under the supervision of non-certificated supervisors. We've lost a great many young teachers, talented teachers, who, after investing years and thousands of dollars on their education degrees, find that they can't make a sustainable life for themselves in today's Alberta classrooms. It's been some time since government has listened to teachers. We need to raise our voices collectively if we want to be heard. I truly believe that teachers have reached the limit, both of their endurance and their patience, not only because of the circumstances I've already described, but because teachers have seen their salaries stagnate while inflation has run rampant. But how do we take advantage of that status of teachers? How do we harness their energy and bring about the change that we need? Firstly, we have to empower and energize the leaders in our ATA locals and our schools. The strength of this association does not reside in Barnett House. It's found in our staff rooms and our classrooms across the province. Secondly, every school that I've worked in that had a healthy ATA culture had a bear on staff. The kind of person who knew what ought to be happening in schools and knew what to do and who to call if things weren't going right. We need to build those leaders up and elevate their profile. All of which means that our association has to become more effective in our communication and more meaningfully present in the working lives of our teachers and in the functioning of our locals. In short, the measure of success for the next ATA president and the next provincial council won't be how many events we attend or how many interviews we give. Our success will be determined by how effectively we help 46,000 teachers find their voice, because that voice is much louder than this government remembers. I hope that you will support me and lend me your vote as I run to be next president of the ATA. Over the next month or so, you'll see me and other candidates at the ATA election table during your convention. Please stop by and ask questions, offer suggestions, and of course, be sure to pick up some election swag. I'll be distributing colorful pencils, and for those who want them, some not very attractive buttons. I look forward to meeting and having conversations with you. Be well, and I'll see you soon.